Hi Vibrant Souls, welcome or welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is Vibrant Soul Tarot and I'm super excited that you are joining me today. So today's pick a card reading, we are going to be getting insights into the person on your mind's current thoughts and feelings towards you and towards the connection. So we have an in-depth one today. It may be a little bit on the longer side. If you feel like you need to save the video for later and come back to it so you can finish it whenever, feel free to do that. If not, no worries. I'm just excited to get into the messages today. We got a lot of different tools we're going to be using, including the tarot, oracle cards. We have multiple different types of channeled message decks. And then at the very end, we're going to have a little bit of advice for you. So feel free to stick around for that as well. Other than that, I don't really have anything else to say about the reading. So let's go ahead and get into the pile selections. Today we have these 3 piles to choose from, and we're going to start with pile number 1. Pile number 1, we have the Modern Witch Tarot deck, and on top of pile number 1 for the crystal, we have this Crescent Moon Agate. So that is pile number 1. For pile number 2, we have the Family Tarot deck, and the crystal on top of here is this Blue Apatite Palm Stone. So that is for pile number 2. Pile number 3, we have the Uncommon Tarot deck, and on top of that, we have this Cherry Blossom Agate Tower. I'm trying to show you all the cool parts in it, so hopefully you guys can see it on camera. But that is the stone for pile number 3. So please take your time in choosing your pile. If you need to, you can pause the video here. As always, no rush. Take as much time as you need. When you do have your pile selected, I will post the timestamps for each one in the description box below for your convenience. If you feel drawn to multiple piles, that's okay too. Feel free to check them out. There may be different types of messages in there for you. Just trust your judgment, okay? Also, feel free to check out the description box for additional information such as the channeled songs, which is kind of just like a little add-on to each reading. And if you have any questions, they may or may not be answered in the description box as well. Like if you're wondering the names of any of the decks that are being used in this reading, that will be posted in there as well. If you do not see your question answered though, that's okay. Feel free to comment it and I will try my best to get back to you. Other than that, I can't wait to see you guys at your pile. Bye! Hi Pile 1, welcome to your reading. If your stone of choice is this Agate Crescent Moon, or your tarot of choice was the Modern Witch deck, which we see right here, then you have found the right place. Happy to see you as always. So today we are asking about that person on your mind's current thoughts and feelings towards you. What are they? What do you need to know about it? Hopefully this will give you some insight and some clarity into what's going on in that department. Feel free to set your own intention as well. If you want to know specific things, you can say inside your head or aloud, however you feel comfortable doing it. And you can also ask whoever you feel comfortable doing it to, spirit, which is kind of like the all-encompassing word for spirit. And or you can ask your spirit guides, your higher self, your angels, whatever it is to you. But just set the intention if you would like. Say, Spirit, can you please show me the truth or reveal to me the truth of so-and-so's, insert their name, theirs, feelings for you. Or ask whatever it is that you would like to ask, okay? I'm going to set the intention on my end too, so don't worry about it too much. Just if you would like to, you can. It also helps with the collaboration in the collective energies and with the channeling and stuff like that. But no worries, no biggie, okay? Just all you got to do is just be here. That's good enough too. Another thing I just want to say quickly too is that I've been getting a lot of questions wondering if these readings are timeless, specifically on my older videos popping up for people, and they've been wondering if it still works for them in their situation now. The answer to that question is yes, absolutely. I always intend for these readings to be timeless. Time isn't really a factor when it comes to the messages. It's just whenever they find you or you find them, and if they resonate for you, just trust that then they are for you. All right. Alrighty. So let's begin. Spirit, if you could please tune me in to my pile one's collective energy. If you can please show me in pile one with the most clarity how this person on their mind is currently feeling about them, and anything else that they may need to know at this time about the situation and about the person or the connection, please. And thank you, Spirit. May this reading offer pile one the clarity that they are seeking. So what are their feelings for you? What are their thoughts and feelings for you? You know what? I think for you guys, I want to get just a little quick... Oh, yeah. We have the Two of Swords coming out, which kind of is already telling me something. But I want to get a little quick insight into their overall energy towards you. So if the Two of Swords is meant to come out, it will come out. But I am also keeping that in mind here too. So Spirit, what is this person on their mind's overall energy towards pile one right now? What is their overall energy towards them? We have the Seven of Swords. What is their overall energy towards them? We have the Sun. Ooh, that's an interesting message. Okay, and the Hierophant. The Hierophant can definitely indicate that there are some spiritual lessons between you and them. It usually involves two people here. They could be seeking guidance about you and about this connection as well. This is also the card for Taurus too, so that could be significant for some of you. And we also have the Sun here, which is Leo energy too. So I think that with these cards together, it feels like they are having trouble trusting themselves. They may be wondering if they can trust what they feel for you. They can trust what they know. Can they trust you? And sometimes, can you trust them? Like, are they being upfront and honest? Are they being authentic with you? Are they hiding something as well? It feels like with the Sun too, that's kind of, the Sun is also an inevitable energy that everything will come to light regardless. But the interesting message, because this person is looking directly at the Sun, is like, you maybe have sparked something in this person that made them feel really happy. You made them feel really good. They see you as a source of happiness potentially for them. And they're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know if I can trust that. Am I being led to be deceived? You know, I think that there's some fears surrounding that energy here with this Sun. Is this too good to be true? Is pile one too good to be true? I don't know. They could be kind of holding back a bit with the Seven of Swords energy as well too. And with the Hierophant here, like I said, it kind of looks like they're wanting answers. They're seeking guidance. It could be a literal person, or this could just be they're trying to find the answer themselves here. They may even be aware that this situation could lead to potential commitment, long-term commitment. The Hierophant can also lead to marriage and things like that. So they are aware that this could be something that's going to need them to show up in a certain way, right? Are they ready for that? These are things that they may be questioning themselves. And so there's just an overall distrust in the energy that could be coming from within them, like I said, and they could be projecting that. And there could also be something here that you may need to know about them as well. So maybe we will see that in their thoughts and feelings. Funny that you guys chose the Moon too. So, you know, the Moon and the Sun, things coming to light here. And that kind of makes sense on why you'd be watching a reading on their thoughts and feelings. Like, hey, if they're coming through as a Moon energy and a Seven of Swords energy, you may be like, I feel that, I sense that, I need answers now. What is it going to be? Bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Cups as well too. So I do think that with the Nine of Cups and the Sun, like, they see you in this situation as a potential emotional fulfillment. And the higher you climb, the harder you fall is what I just heard in my head. So maybe like that's like a metaphor for like the happier you are, the harder it is, or the more it would hurt. Like there is a genuine distrust in this energy, which I think that's why they have this seeking energy coming through as well. Seeking answers, wanting to know. Let's see though. Let's see their thoughts and feelings for you. That's what they came for. I just wanted just a little quick little insights to their overall energy. So Spirit, how are they feeling about my pile one? What are their thoughts and feelings at the time that my pile one is coming across this? Please and thank you. What are their feelings for them right now? We have the Ten of Wands. Ooh. we have the Six of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. Interesting. Clarifying the Ten of Wands here. Eight of Wands in reverse. Clarifying the Six of Cups, we have the Ten of Cups. Clarifying the Ace of Swords, we have the Star. And clarifying the Eight of Cups, the Six of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. You know what's crazy is like, whatever is going on within this person because of you, it seems to be very heavy. Like it seems to kind of overwhelm them when they think about you, when they are contemplating this situation. And with the Eight of Wands, it feels like they want to move forward here with you, but there's just so much baggage. It just feels so heavy. It feels like there's something that they can't overcome. That could be something that you and them had gone through. You know, that could be just things that have happened between you and them. And if that's not the case, because this is a general reading, so I'm going to try to read all the messages that come through. If you know, you and them don't have that much history or something like that, it kind of just feels like there could be a lot of weight here stemming from the past, or this person could just have a hell of a lot of things on their plate right now that they can't handle anything else. Like the Ten of Wands is definitely like an overwhelmed, burnout energy, right? Like I can't handle anything anymore. I have way too much on my plate already as it is, and it's kind of stopping this person from being able to move forward or to go where they feel energetically, which would be, I think, towards you and towards the situation. And so they may just feel like it's too much at this time. And with the Six of Cups and the Ten of Cups, I think that at one point in time, you did, like we saw in their energy, you did make this person really, really happy. And I think that there's still something that this person feels, and it kind of comes up as like this nostalgic energy. It could be like memories or conversations or things that come up and where they get a glimpse of this here and there. And with the Ten of Cups and the Six of Cups, these are both conflicting energies when you think about it as well too, because there's the Six of Cups, which represents the past usually, and then there's the Ten of Cups, which represents the future and full fulfillment and like your happiness and things like that. And so this could also be a blockage too of like, maybe they feel like the past in this situation, or even their past, is stopping them from being happy in their future with this situation. Like if you do have history, or like there was something that had happened, like whether there was like infidelities in this situation, or maybe one person like blocked the other person or ghosted or anything, right? Just anything. If there's something that had happened here between you and them, it kind of feels like this is coming up for them as a blockage. Now, I think that it's interesting too, because I see two different sides here. One side with the Eight of Cups and the Six of Swords, this person is like, it's time to move on. Like, I need to let go of this situation. I don't think that I can stay here. I think what's best for me and for pile one is that if we just go our separate ways, like this person's like, I need to let go. I can't stay here, especially if it's going to be like this. And then there's the Ace of Swords and the Star, which is kind of like, but I'm still kind of hoping for some sort of communication here. Like I'm still kind of hoping that this person would reach out to me, or I'm still kind of hoping that maybe there would be that like breakthrough between you and them. And it's funny because I'm getting a message as like, well, they hope that sometimes they look at their phone and that they would have a message from you, or that they would be able to talk to you, and or that you would reach out. Like there is that glimpse of hope, but at the same time, they're like, I don't know, I can't stay there. I can't stay in that energy. I really just need I just need to move on. Both of these cards, the Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups, represent moving on. And I think that it may be hard for this person to be hopeful right now about the situation. That's why in the first card coming through, when we ask what are their feelings for you, is the Ten of Wands. That's tough energy. And yeah. It kind of feels like, too, there's something here about, like, redoing something. Like, if they could go back and redo something, they would, but they're kind of trying to accept the fact that obviously life doesn't work that way. It's not a movie. You can't just rewind it and, you know, do a different scene all over again. And so with this Eight of Cups and the Six of Swords, it seems to be some sort of acceptance here. Let's get some oracles. We're going to get channeled messages, too, which is, like, I'm actually pretty interested to see what channel messages come up for you, because I do feel like there's some conflicted energies still in this person's feelings for you. Spirit, what else can you tell me about how this person feels about pile 1? Oh, we have it gets better. And then we have grieve. And we have movement coming in reverse. You know, movement in reverse is the same as the Eight of Wands in reverse. And with this grieve and this it gets better, it's telling me that they still carry you, the situation, whether that's regret, all of the things, they're still kind of carrying it with them, and they feel like it's really hard to move on. Like, you know, we have this energy too. It doesn't mean that it's easy. And the grieving shows that this person is going through a grieving process, that there are emotions here. You can even see in the little star, it has the tears. And with the it gets better, it kind of feels like that's their guiding light as well too. Is like, well, hopefully I'm not going to feel this way forever. You know, like, I hope that it will get better. Like, you know, mending, there's like a heart being mended and stuff like that. And so it kind of feels like if they feel like there's nothing they can do about the situation, then the only other option is to heal. And the only other option is to trust that, you know, it will eventually get better. It won't be like this forever. We have fire at the bottom too. There could have been a lot of passion here for you, or attraction as well. But yeah, it kind of feels like this person, although we have this, like I said, we have this energy, they still feel a little stuck. Like, they feel like they want to move in a different direction, whether that's towards you or move on. And it kind of feels like right now they're still stuck with these feelings. They're still stuck with this grief, and they're processing. So to them, it kind of feels a little bit of a frustration of like, well, normally if this was anyone else, I would just be able to get over it. I would have moved on already. You know, why is this? Why do I keep coming back to this with that Six of Cups energy? Like, why am I still feeling this way? Why do I still think about this person? Why do I still have hope that this person and me and them can communicate, or I could reach out, or they would want to talk to me, you know? But then having hope hurts, so I gotta move on. You can tell it's conflicted, but also they are trying to embrace this energy of like acceptance. Okay, let's get the channeled messages. What are some thoughts and feelings, Spirit, that this person has for my pile 1? There's some thoughts and feelings. I don't care about what other people think anymore. I want you. You know, that Hierophant with that guidance too, they could have asked other people, or they could have looked for advice from other people, and other people could have told them what they didn't want to hear. Like, other people could have been like, oh, you know, just move on then, or there's nothing you could do, or, you know, and they're like, I get that, and I see that, and I see why you would say that. But at the end of the day, they're like, I still want you, and I want to know what's going on with you, is what I'm hearing. And also, I was going to say something too. If I completely forget, then that just means it's irrelevant. There could have been other opinions too that this person may have listened to. What are some thoughts and feelings that this person has about my pile 1 spirit? I'm scared of falling in love. Yeah, that's that distrust that we saw in their energy in the beginning. I have so much passion in my heart for you. It scares me. Oh, also, if you hear snoring, which you probably have already, it's my dog in the background. He's right behind me and he's snoozing. Okay, let's get one more. And then I have another deck we're going to use too. Yeah, and that makes me feel like too, like the 8 of Wands and this movement in reverse. It's hard for this person to move on, but they feel like that's what they should do. Like they feel like that's what they got to do, but it's not as easy said than done, right? Okay, how do they feel about pile 1? I'm obsessed with my career. Wow, we were just talking oh, look at, we were just saying this. I don't want to move on from you, but I don't want to change my ways either. That could be why this person's feeling stuck as well too. Oh, we have the 2 of Cups under here. The Magician card could also be like this person is kind of focusing their energy right now into things that will help them in life. So if they are really like, it feels like they're really dedicated in their career, like it says, I'm obsessed with my career, dedicated in certain other priorities that will help them in their physical, you know, or you know how sometimes it's giving, I'll tell you what it's giving. It's giving when you go through a breakup and like you're doing like side quests, like you're signing up for things to stay busy. It's giving I'm hitting the gym all the time now. I'm gonna have like the best body, and you know, it's giving like after breakup glow up, and it's those are important too. Those are great things. Or it's like I'm gonna focus on my career now, because focusing on love is obviously not okay, you know, at this time. And that's not that, these aren't bad things. This isn't a bad thing. These are things that we all tend to do, right? Or we've all have done and stuff. And that's just what I'm seeing with this. I was just letting you know. And it's interesting that like I don't want to move on. Bottom of the deck for this, it says, I know that I messed up, but I lied to myself about it. Okay. What are their feelings, Spirit? Thoughts and feelings for pile 1. I don't want to stay where I'm not wanted. Oh, I just saw I want you so bad at the bottom of the deck. Oh, look, I can't move on. I blamed you for things that I did, and stay with me forever. So we have more confirmation here about this person feeling like that's what they should do, is move on. But as we saw in the tarot, it's really hard. You know, it's not, I think it's not what this person thought it was going to be. You know, it's giving, you know, it's, oh, we have let's make up at the bottom. And I almost read that as let's make out. But you know what I was going to say? It's that there's a song, I want to say it's Post Malone. It's like, it's off Post Malone's country album. And, oh, there's, okay, thank you, Spirit. So the lyrics go, I knew for a night that I'd be drinking about you. And basically it talks about like, okay, he's like, I expected, you know, for a little bit I was going to feel like this, but if I knew that if I was going to feel like this for this long, you know, they're like, I would have second guessed myself. I would have made different decisions. And that's so funny because that's like some of the messages we were getting in this reading as well. Wow. Yeah, it goes, I will be drinking about you. But if it's like, I would have never done what I did if I knew that I'd be missing you like this. Missing you like this. That's the name of the song. I'll link it for your channeled song, because I had another channel song that I started this reading yesterday. Well, like I just set it up. I didn't really do anything. And I did your channel song, and then that one feels way more aligned. So I'm going to change it now because, you know, we got to go with the flow. Okay. So that is that portion of your reading here. We are going to move on to the advice for you. See what Spirit has for you in the advice columns and see what you need to know. So we're just going to be using another tarot deck, is all. And getting some advice. So Spirit, what advice do we have for pile 1 in regards to the situation? Maybe in their life as well. What do they need to know? Why am I seeing the 8 of Pentacles already? That's crazy. Okay. What do they need to know, Spirit? We have the 2 of Pentacles. We have the 8 of Cups. The Ace of Swords. And the 5 of Cups. All those coming in reverse. And we have the Empress at the bottom of the deck. 2 of Swords. Clarify the 8 of Cups here. This looks like that grieving card as well, huh? With the tears and stuff. Wow, why did I got really emotional looking at this. If that's how some of you guys feel, I'm sorry. Just know it will get better. Oh my gosh, we're repeating cards from that came to them too. You could be feeling like them. Okay, clarify this 8 of Cups, Spirit. The 6 of Swords, yeah, and the literal same card. They have the 8 of Cups and the 6 of Swords. Ace of Swords here. I don't know why I already have like all the messages in my head for you, but and they're proving it too, but I don't know. I think I'm just used to doing readings like this. It's so funny. Okay. Ace of Swords. Some of you guys may need to like get out of your own head and maybe if you can like laugh a little bit, if you guys have friends, or watch some funny videos, or like if you have people that you like follow that make you laugh. Spirit's like, it's okay to feel good for a little bit too, even though if you don't feel good all the time or you're processing things, like, and we'll talk about this because that's very much that 2 of Pentacles energy. Okay, let's just get one more card. Clarify the Ace of Swords. Yeah, the 5 of Swords, the Chariot, the Queen of Wands. Yeah, okay, again, that's what I was gonna say. Bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Wands. So it feels like there is clarity coming to you with this situation with the Ace of Swords, but the 5 of Swords is really coming to say, like, Spirit's like, if you don't feel the clarity right now, or you don't have the answers right now, or whatever it is that you're kind of seeking right now, the more you kind of overthink and overanalyze, it seems to be having an effect on you. Whether that's your mental health or whatever, you know, it kind of just feels like Spirit's like ruminating right now isn't gonna help. I know it's sometimes the last thing we don't want to do, but with the 2 of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords, and I kind of feel like this message actually might, for some of you, might be like the last thing you want to hear right now, but I'm gonna say it anyways. The 2 of Swords and the 2 of Pentacles, Spirit is like, right now your choices are very potent and it's very important, and obviously the best thing, Spirit wants the best for you and wants to do the things that you need to do where you thrive and you're taking care of yourself. So when you are making your choices, make sure that you're prioritizing your needs, your life, all of the things that you feel like you need to get in order. Almost like, hey, it's almost giving again that like separation, like glow up, like that we were explaining in this person's energy. You have a lot of potent energy right now, and it feels like there's a lot of transmutation that's happening. So, and I don't mean to tell you this to overcomplicate anything, like you're naturally doing it, but like you can focus this energy and create things in your life as well that are just as important as relationships and things like that. Like you have a very strong energetic like frequency right now that is basically, Spirit is like tunnel vision for the things that you want to develop for your success, for your goals, your dreams, and it doesn't matter what it is. Like if you want to, you know, have a rockin' summer body, if you want to, have, you know, your own business. It doesn't, whatever it is to you, right? I'm just giving examples because I want you to know that there's so many different options here. But whatever it is, Spirit's like, it may not seem like it right now, but you are actually in the perfect energy for creating. Like, and what I'm kind of feeling is like the low lows going skyrocketing to the peaks. Now, this doesn't mean that it's going to be easy. It doesn't mean that it's going to take no effort. Spirit is also acknowledging the fact that it is going to, but at the same time, the reward is going to be great. So basically, it's kind of like at this time, there's nothing you can kind of do about this situation. You have so much more to offer this world. You have so many more things to do, so many more things to accomplish. It's time to start focusing on these things, and you will be surprised that once this energy that has been spent elsewhere, and maybe even like love right at this time could maybe for some of you feel like it could be like a distraction, and that could be like your intuition as well telling you like, yeah, it is time to focus on these things, and just trust that the answers are coming. And also with the 5 of Cups here too, like you have your own grieving process as well, and so don't shame yourself for that. Like if you need a couple days to yourself and to where you don't want to do anything, that's fine. But when you get back to it, Spirit's like, for some reason, like Spirit's going ham on these messages about tunnel vision on your, and focus on your priorities, on your goals, because there's just something so powerful here of your future self saying you are going to rise, like you are going to get the things that you want, and you are going to have a fulfilling life regardless of who, what, where, when, or anything like that. Like wants to walk in the door, walk out the door, who messes up, who sabotages, who avoids, you know, all of these other things that other people do is not really your problem. It's kind of like what your future self is saying, because you have a tremendous amount of success and you have a lot of things good in this future as well too. But also, because we did see that Empress too, I am going to remind you, don't be too hard on yourself. Let yourself get there. Let things happen, you know, naturally. Be your own motivator and your own coach, but at the same time, be your best friend too. So if you need some time to sulk, then sulk. But don't stay in that energy forever, because you got amazing things to do. Okay? And it all boils down to choices here. We have 2 cards clarifying, 2 twos, which clarify choices, paths, deciding what's more important to you, deciding what to do. And the 2 of Swords can sometimes come when we don't want to let our emotions get in the way of our choices, right? Because if our emotions just ruled everything, we probably, you know, wouldn't make the best choices all the time, right? And so sometimes we have to kind of step away from that energy a little bit and decide what's actually and truly best for us and where our time is better spent. And I just want to say, you're not going to feel this way forever. I know you know that, but I just want to remind you, you're not going to feel this way forever, and how you feel is how you feel with this 5 of Cups. Like, let yourself feel it. My dog's snoring in the background as I'm like channeling these messages. That's kind of like funny. I'm not gonna lie. Not saying that these messages are funny. It's obviously very serious, but that moment of silence with that huge snore was kind of like comedic timing. Clarify this 5 of Cups. What's the last message here? We have the Lovers and the Tower in reverse. It feels like to me with this Lovers energy and the Tower in reverse, anything that Spirit's like coming through hardcore, like if there are people that are going to enter your life and if they are not fully aligned or meant for you, they will not be for you, and that's okay. And this doesn't mean that this person is a bad person. It doesn't even mean that they are not a soulmate or a divine counterpart or anything like that. Letting go of the attachments to that term, right? Like, as in, like, we're not meant to be with everybody forever, but we are meant to meet certain people that do help us grow, that actually can change the trajectory of our life. And I feel like for some reason this person is getting you, whether you see it now or in the future, maybe like in the future you'll get it, like, you know what I'm saying, like it'll start to make sense, which I think that clarity. But it does feel like this person is getting you out of a slump, or they've like triggered something within you that is going to get you out of this slump, and that is going to get you focused and motivated, and your inner creator is really going to come out in your life as well. And so I do think that the situation had a purpose. I'm not saying that this person may never, ever, ever come back, or you guys won't reunite or anything like that. What I'm saying is that the future is unseen for this situation, but just know that the Tower comes when things were never on a stable foundation in the first place. And the Lovers here, I almost wanted to tell you with the Lovers as well, is that we have an abundance of soulmates. You know, we have abundance of different types of people, platonic, romantic, family, you know, that come in and out of our lives, you know, and all of these sort of things for reasons as well. And so it's never actually truly the end, right? Which is funny because we have the Death in reverse here. It's never actually truly the end. It's just the end of an experience, but you will experience again. You will love again. You will feel again. But right now, Spirit's like, you got some goals. You got some things to do in the meantime. And that's okay. I kind of feel like that's for the collective as well, too. Maybe that's why this is going on so long. I don't know. But just trust that, you know, things are working out for you, even if they're not working out for you. I know that sounds cliche, or you may hear that all the time. I think I say that a lot too, but it's like, it's true. And I can even vouch from my own experiences in my own life that things that didn't work out actually worked out. And the Lovers here in the Tower in reverse is also a reminder too that we're still aligning with different things. So if something crumbles away or something has to go, trust that there's something else already on the way. Like, it's all about alignment. It's not personal. And so maybe you deserve something better. So I'm going to stop yapping now. I'm going to leave this reading here. Thank you so much, Pile 1, for staying. Thank you so much for listening to me. I just want to give you a hug. I feel like channeling these messages with that person and you. I feel like I just went through a whole like array of different types of emotions, which makes sense because we have grieving here too. And so if that's how you feel some days too, that's just probably showing that you're on the right path. Like, you're not doing anything wrong, and you feel how you feel, and it changes, it ebbs, it flows. So just trust yourself and stuff, but don't forget to make yourself and your dreams and your goals priorities as well, because those things are worth it. You're worthy of those things as well. Just like you're worthy of the best type of love, you're also worthy of the best type of life. And sometimes we have to focus and go get it. But whenever you feel ready or necessary, you know. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life anymore, okay? I'm going to go. But I just want to say thank you for being here. And like I said, thank you for listening to me. Thank you to those who like the videos, who comment and subscribe, and just support the channel in any single way. I'm so grateful for all of you. I couldn't do it without you. So thank you so much. And hopefully I will see you guys the next one. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Family Tarot deck, or if you chose the blue apatite stone, you have found the right place. So this is your reading today. We are looking at the person on your mind's current thoughts and feelings towards you. Hopefully this reading will bring you some insights or some clarity into that. Let's begin, shall we? Feel free to set your own intention too. If you want to know something specific, you can set that intention. You can ask inside your head, or you can ask out loud, whatever feels right to you. And you can ask to Spirit, which is like all encompassing, or you can ask your spirit guides, you can ask your angels, whoever it is that you feel comfortable asking, okay? And setting your intention. You don't necessarily have to. It's just something that helps with the collaboratory energy between us, but you don't have to. I'm going to set an intention anyways for us, so I gotcha. All right. So Spirit, if you could please tune me in to my Pile 2's collective energy. If you can please show me in Pile 2 with the most clarity how this person on their mind is currently feeling about them, and anything else Pile 2 may need to know about them and the connection. Please and thank you. May this reading offer Pile 2 the clarity that they are seeking at this time. So I just want to start off by asking too, like, what is this person's overall energy towards you? Like, where are they at right now energetically when it comes to you? What's going on with them? So Spirit, what is this person's overall energy towards my pile 2 at the time that pile 2 is coming across this reading? Which, this is a timeless reading, by the way, as well. So whenever you find it, or whenever it finds you, time is irrelevant when it comes to these messages. Okay, what is their overall energy towards pile 2? This person on their mind. We have the Two of Swords. Oh, and the Devil. You know, the Devil coming out with the Two of Swords, I'm feeling this person feels quite conflicted here. I think that there are some strong attachments that this person feels towards you. They could be ruminating on the situation. They even may be obsessing a little bit about the situation. Specifically, if there is some uncertainty, okay? Like if the future is very uncertain, this could be causing them to ruminate a little bit more, to feel quite attached to the situation a bit more. That's something that kind of naturally happens sometimes. And with the Two of Swords, it feels like they are trying to figure out the best choice for them. What do they want to do with you? Like almost like, what do they want to do with you here? They could be a little bit confused as well. Maybe this person tends to overthink a little bit too. Tell me more about this person's overall energy. So let's clarify this Two of Swords here. What is this Two of Swords about, Spirit? Like, what exactly is this? We have the Four of Swords. We have the Page of Wands. Do they act on this inspiration? Do they act on what they are actually wanting to do? Here, clarify this Devil card. The High Priestess. Oh, geez. And the Eight of Wands. There's like a message their intuition is trying to give you about them. And this could also be like a healing energy as well too. But with the High Priestess here, I think that this also means that it's on a spiritual and intuitive level. Like you may feel a little attached to this person as well. You guys could be working through your own type of attachments and stuff like that. And sometimes the Devil can come as our own inner demons as to like what is blocking us, what is self-sabotaging, what is making us self-sabotage, why do we feel stuck, why do we feel succumb to these outer circumstances, so like why can't we get away from this, why is this happening? Like all of these things are kind of like with this energy that I'm feeling towards this person. And so it could be like with this Two of Swords as well, they're like, again, conflicted. Like, what choice do I make? With the Four of Swords could be like, do I do nothing? Do I just let this situation rest? Do I, not worry about it? And then the Page of Wands is like, or do I do what I actually really want to do? Like the Page of Wands is sometimes that inner light that's like, hey, like, reach out, or hey, let's see where this goes, and it kind of feels like it's something that they're resisting, and that could also be their intuitive nudge that they're resisting as well too. So the Devil is kind of coming through to make sure like, hey, you're not gonna just get off that easy. Like you're gonna have to decide on what to do. The Eight of Wands is coming through at the bottom of the deck as well. This person feels a strong pull in a direction, okay, and there needs to be some sort of movement here. And I think that they're, especially with the Four of Swords and the Two of Swords, they're not sure right now about what exactly that movement is to do. And the Devil card can also come as well. This person could feel a very, very, very magnetic attraction to you. Like there could be some sexual desires. There could be things of that nature that this person just feels from your energy. And it's kind of causing them, again, to feel this intensity. I'm getting intensity from this Devil energy here too. Interesting. Oh, and I like the art on this Four of Swords where this person's like the Four of Swords would be like resting your mind and stuff. And then so this person looks very much at ease, right? They even have an eye on their sacral chakra as well too, which would be like their own personal power. And so it kind of feels like, yeah, it kind of feels like maybe they are trying to make a more calmer choice, or they're trying to make a choice where it feels like it suits them in a way where they don't have to feel overwhelmed. But I do want to circle back to the first message with their overall energy is like, what do I do? Do I act on this? Do I do nothing? Do we progress? Choices, choices, choices. And the Two of Swords can really talk about too, like, or it comes up when there's like an energy of like in between, like you're not like at a crossroads, right? Like I'm trying to show you the picture, like a crossroads, like they could go this way or they could go this way. And they right now are kind of scared of making the wrong choice, which could also be affecting them negatively too, right? Because you got to do something. And they could be feeling that pressure as well with that Devil energy coming through. Also, we do have the sign of Capricorn coming through as well. It could be significant, but it doesn't have to be. So that seems to be where they're at towards you. I can't deny that as I was channeling that, I was feeling a bit of an anxiety in my heart chakra. And that could also be that they are feeling pressure to make a choice here. Whatever that choice may be. If they've been thinking about reaching out, if they've been thinking about letting you know something, a conversation, it could be many different things, depending on your situation as well. But they are... Oh, and I'm also hearing again, sorry, the High Priestess coming out to you. I'm also hearing again that this person sometimes has a hard time trusting their own judgment. And that's something that they're working through and learning at this time. That's way too many cards. Ooh. Interesting. Okay, so sorry. I'm putting those back because I want to ask the question first. But we did have the Chariot come out with that. So that's also like Cancer energy. That could be significant for some of you. But let's see. Spirit, tell me how this person is feeling about pile 2. What are their current feelings for pile 2 at this time? The person on my pile 2's mind, their current thoughts and feelings towards them. Oh my gosh, we have the Two of Wands, but look at this image. There's, what, didn't we just describe this? There's literally someone, wait, let me check on the camera, make sure you can see. Okay, perfect. There's somebody standing at a path, a crossroad, and there's 2 paths. And they are here deciding what path to take. That is a very interesting synchronicity. And actually a very oddly specific one too. Because what are the odds that the card that in this deck that depicts that comes out? And you know what's crazy? It kind of feels, you can see this one's like dark and gloomy, and this one has like the 2 doves, the ribbon, and then there's all this like fun and stuff. And so this person could be like torn in between of like their own healing journey. Like that kind of makes me think of like doing what feels safest, doing what they're used to doing, or changing and having new opportunities be able to come here, like in a situation, like maybe like, oh, it can work out, or going for it. You know what I'm saying? Like doing something that kind of feels like the goal is more positive rather than just doing what you're always used to doing, which is like accepting, oh, it's not going to work out, or I'm just going to let it go, or I'm just going to do nothing, and it's going to be the same path. It's like they have been challenged to do something different here with you, which I think is important for their own journey as well. And it is the Two of Wands, which can represent a plan in action too. Like this person could be planning on doing something here. Like I said, planning on reaching out, planning on making that dang choice. Okay. What are their current feelings, their thoughts and feelings towards pile 2? We have the 9 of Wands here. What are their thoughts and feelings towards pile 2, Spirit? We have the Lovers. And we have the King of Swords. So this person could be an air sign, although they don't have to be. But we do have Gemini coming out, so more air sign energy. But we also have the energy of Aquarius and Libra too. So clarifying the Two of Wands here, Spirit. With their feelings, what's happening here. Oh my gosh, why am I hearing a specific lyric? Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth. That Queen song. But it was just that one line. Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth. Okay, so clarifying the Two of Wands. The Devil. So we have their overall energy basically coming through because we described that exact scene in their overall energy, and then this was there too. I think they're obsessing over this. They're obsessing over this choice on what to make, and there are some limiting beliefs that are affecting this too. Like, do I succumb to what I've always known, or do I break free from this chain and I do something differently? Clarifying the Nine of Wands here. We have the Queen of Wands and we have Temperance. There's that Queen of Wands card and then the Temperance card as well. Which I like this variation of the Temperance. It's like the angel wing and then like the devil wing here. Two sides, and then there's also the duality here as well in this pathway. You can see the two dual energies for the yin yang symbol. Very interesting. Okay, clarify the Lovers. Sorry, I want to get all the cards out here and then we'll talk about it, or else you know me, guys, we'll freaking be here forever. Okay, clarifying the Lovers here. Oh, also we have more Capricorn energy, and we also have Sagittarius too. We have the Tower. And clarifying the King of Swords. We have the Five of Wands. Conflicted. Oh my goodness. You've like really done something to this person internally. So at the bottom of the deck here, we have Faith, which I'm assuming this is the Star card. But I like that it's coming through as Faith. I think that that's what this person really is. It's a challenge for them to have faith and to depend or believe in something other than what they can see and what they can control at this time. And that's what I was getting at with this King of Swords. I actually heard like this person is very analytical. They have a hard time believing in other things. And they're kind of maybe more on the logical sense, at least when it comes to this situation and this connection. And that's something that they're going to have to leave behind. Like, they're going to have to let go of control, and they're going to have to let go and see what happens. And so right now they're being challenged with one way of being, the old version of them, versus growth and following their heart. And that's what I was hearing with the King of Swords, is that sometimes this person has a hard time following their heart. They usually listen to their mind or their head or their ego. And that is what would like to keep us safe, right? Or that would like to keep us stuck. So you have to really challenge this person to get out of their comfort zone and to make an important decision in their life, and to decide to either grow or stay where they're at. Because the Queen of Wands coming too also shows me that there's something about you that they find very intriguing, very attractive. Like, your energy, they're so drawn to you. And that's why, like, if you were just like some average like person, or like someone that they obviously didn't feel that way about or didn't care, they wouldn't have no problem. Like, they would just do whatever they wanted to do. But for some reason with you specifically, Pile 2, they're like, I'm overthinking this. I have to be careful. I don't know what I want to do. There's this energy of the Lovers, of you guys having this great connection. You can even see there's the two hands touching, this energetic effect that you guys both have had on each other. And the Lovers being this beautiful connection that feels aligned and feels good and everything. And then there's this fear of it all falling down. If I lean into that, it's all that's going to come out of this is destruction. Like, it's not going to work out. I think that that's what this person's like inner self kind of tells them, and that's not necessarily true, right? And then the Temperance here with the Queen of Wands, I think sometimes they almost feel like they need a little break from you, as in like they don't want to get so obsessed. We have a lot of energy of like obsession, and we also have the Devil and the Lovers, which these two cards can be very polar opposite. The Lovers is sometimes seen as the light version of the Devil, right? Because it has the two couples in there, but it's in the aligned energy, whereas the Devil card is in the energy of attachment, which is kind of like the shadow aspect of that. And so when it comes to you and their feelings for you, they feel both of these energies. They feel this dual energy. And I think that they're really scared of getting so attached to you that you have all the power. They almost feel powerless to this situation at times, because that would mean that you would have the power to hurt them or to break their heart. And so the Nine of Wands, I think, is almost like a resistance kind of energy here too. Like they could have like walls up and be guarded, but there's something about you and in time, like melting them at the same time too. Like those things are, like you have the potential to break down all of their doors, and they are intrigued yet hate that at the same time. In the King of Swords energy too, is that this person has been analyzing you, trying to figure you out, trying to think about what to do, trying to decide, to the point where it feels like it hasn't gotten any easier. It may have, this overthinking may have caused more conflict, right? Made it a little worse. And so their whole point is just leaning into their own sense of faith, which I'm like, again, I think that this person struggles with. These have been very interesting messages coming out. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of deep too, no? Let's see some oracles, Spirit. What else can you tell us about how this person feels towards pile 2? Endurance. Right on the Nine of Wands too. Yeah, you know, I think that they kind of want to see where this goes. They want to push themselves, because Temperance is all about patience at the same time. And the Nine of Wands is a very like long term. It's resilient and it does endure. And so they're thinking, I think at the same time, like this situation and this connection in you is worth it. But is it worth the pain is what I'm hearing. Like you yourself, they view you as somebody who definitely is worth it. But then they have their ego snapping back and saying, what, is it worth this destruction? Is it worth this pain? That may even be hypothetical. That may not even be existing right now. You know what I'm saying? We have freedom. Interesting that freedom comes out with the Devil card too, because freedom is the opposite of the Devil. And so I think that they want the freedom to choose, the freedom to live and explore, which was so funny because that was that Page of Wands energy of like that opposite energy of like, well, I want to explore. I want to see where this goes. I really feel something, like I feel this passion for this person, or I feel this intrigue and this attraction, and I want to follow that. But at the same time, there's something telling me that there's danger ahead. Like, halt, yield, that's dangerous. How does this person feel towards my pile 2? I heard conflicted again. Wow, what is going on with these messages? We have connect. And look, this is kind of very similar to that Lovers energy. So like they do want to connect with you, or like feel they should connect with you. And then we have trust and the fire coming out together. Trusting that energy, trusting that light, that passion of like that Page of Wands, that exploration. Definitely feels like this person feels this attraction towards you. Like there is a spark and they just gotta go for it. Like they just have to trust it and trust themselves and like let themselves be free, let themselves explore instead of overthinking this energy, instead of holding themselves back due to old programmings and old ways that have kept them in this energy, you know, before. And maybe they're feeling this pressure because they're like aware that they're not going to have this opportunity forever. And so it's like, you got to move. Interesting. Wow. We're going to get some channeled messages now. I'm just grabbing the deck. Okay. What else can you tell me about how this person feels about pile 2? What are their feelings right now towards pile 2? Spirit. So we have I messed up, I know. I'm afraid of you. I feel whole with you. And passion, which is the fire. You know, this the I'm afraid of you and the I feel whole with you coming out together makes me think of that message we were talking about earlier of like this person feels kind of scared to be fully attached to you, or fully, like it's almost like they don't want to have to rely or need you to feel whole, to feel good, because that's what causes attachment is really the root of all of our suffering, right? And so there is like a lesson within that as well too. They just feel themselves like knowing that they would be very codependent on you, whether that's themselves knowing their own attachment style, or it's just the attraction, this passion that keeps coming through in many different ways. You know, it's something that's telling them, and it's triggering that fear of saying like, yo, like this person, we feel like we may become way too attached, almost like unhealthily. And so they may unhealthily, is that a word? Listen, I don't want to hear in the comments. Never mind, forget I asked that. I don't want to hear if it's a word or not. But yeah, it just feels like there's I'm gonna, the message that's coming through, I'm being honest, it feels like they're like, this person could wreck me. Okay, let's get one more. And then there's that side, that duality side of like, well, I also want to go, I want to dive deep. Oh my gosh, let's travel to unknown lands together. They're like, I still want to see. Like, I still want to know where this is going to go, where it could go. Okay, let's get one more and then we'll get another deck here too. For some of you, like the I messed up, it could be something specific that they did, or maybe this person like pulled back, like maybe they didn't act on it when they felt like they should have, or say the right things or do the right things. And then for others of you, they may have had like toxic patterns that they needed to address as well. Guys, that's crazy. This is insane now. This says, I have so much passion. Sorry, I'm like shaking. I have so much passion in my heart for you. It scares me. How many times is this message going to come out? Like the trust and the passion. Passion, I'm afraid of you. We have, I am lost, and also, will you marry me? Bottom of the deck, I feel stupid. I'm putting those back though, because we don't have room for them. But we will keep the I feel stupid at the bottom of the deck. Okay, I just want to get a couple of these. Spirit, any other messages for how this person feels? I regret so many things. Please talk to me. Let's make up. And I'm sorry that I hurt you. Wow. Wow. Bottom of this deck, we have I want to look good for you. Very interesting. That could be why this person is like, oh, at a crossroads. They're like, do I reach out? I think we were saying that, were we? Like, do I reach out? Do I tell them how I feel? Or do I just stay where I'm at, because that could lead to rejection? They may not want anything to do with me. You know, do I lay it all out on the line? I think that, and it is the desire, the uncertainty. I called it. Did I not call it? I think it is the uncertainty that's kind of fueling this fire a bit. Wow. So that is this portion of the reading. Yeah, I'm just looking at the cards and seeing if there's anything else, but I don't really feel there's much else. I think that the messages have been very, almost like repetitive in this reading, pile 2. This person is coming through very clearly, even though their self is confused, like but they're very clearly on like the passion versus the fear and like where they're at, you know. I've been seeing patterns here. Speaking of patterns, this person's like in the process of hopefully breaking certain patterns so they can have healthy relationships and they can have a healthy connection, which is what they want here with the Lovers, and that connect, that's like what they want. It's just they sometimes I think are their own worst enemy, and that's where that devil energy comes into play of like their inner demons and the things that sabotage or potentially hold them back comes through. And it makes sense because that's a lot of the times we see these things through connections, through the mirrors of other people, through our own desires. And that's where that's challenge. It usually challenges us, right? Like if we want something so bad, or you have such a desire or a passion for something, you may have to work through all of your own issues to get to the other side. And depending on, and it's different with a relationship, right? Because it obviously you play a part in that too. Like it's your life and your choice at the same time. I'm only kind of speaking for one side, but you get what I'm saying, right? It's like you kind of have to work through all of these things start to come up, and that would potentially block this or be in the way to work through and hopefully, you know, overcome, you know, depending on the connection, the situations, and the people, and you know, all the other factors. But you get what I'm saying. I feel like my dog just sighed in the background and was like, okay, shut up, Birdie, hurry up. I'm just kidding. Okay, get to the next thing. So the next part is going to be your advice. Okay, we're going to get some insights for you, see what's happening, what you need to know. I just got another tarot deck here. Spirit, what advice do we have for pile 2 in regards to the situation or just in their life in general, what they need to hear? Ooh, the Hierophant and the Hanged Man. Wow. Which we have Taurus and Neptune. You know, the Hierophant, I'm feeling like this is wisdom here. Okay, I want to get all the cards out so then we can just talk about it fully. So we're going to pull one more card and then get a couple clarifiers. The Ten of Swords. Clarifying the Hierophant. Oh, we also have Aquarius energy with the Faith card too. The King of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. Clarifying the Hanged Man. The High Priestess, yeah, spiritual insights for sure. And the Ten of Swords, we have the Three of Swords in reverse. Bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Cups. It feels like, you know what's crazy? And it's funny that the High Priestess is coming up, because usually that's the card that I usually say, like, oh, when the High Priestess comes up, like, you know, all, like, you usually know the answers and stuff. But I'm kind of feeling like that with the Hierophant here for you specifically. I feel like, you know, sometimes we feel like we have to seek answers, or we feel like we need guidance from other people, or we need guidance or clarity from the other person in the situation. But Spirit's kind of coming through to say that you are your own oracle. Like, you know what to do, and it's just natural that there are situations that come up that make us feel confused, that make us feel conflicted, right? With this Five of Wands here. But at the end of the day, when you are grounded, you have this perspective, and it's like you have the knowledge and you have the wisdom that you need to make the correct decisions for yourself. And sometimes that answer can come through by how conflicted we actually feel here too, right? If we feel conflicted, we feel powerless, there may be truth in that energy within itself. But at the end of the day, the Hierophant is saying that whether or not you already know, you are gaining the sense of wisdom to keep for yourself and to use in every other connection, or maybe even every other aspect of your life too. So there is something very important here within this connection for you. There is something of substance, even if it kind of just feels like it's a mess, or it kind of just feels like pointless. Spirit is saying that there's something here, like an important spiritual lesson that is coming through for you inside. So pay attention to that. And I'm also hearing that you are your own Hierophant. Like you are, like I said, you are your own oracle. You do have a ton of wisdom. Sometimes we just need to give ourselves some space and quiet the inner chaos and quiet the storm. And that could just be time, or, you know, or like distance, or whatever it is that you need. And you will have what you need. Like the Hanged Man is definitely a different perspective coming through, seeing something differently, and also surrendering, because your intuition is telling you right now that the only thing that you can really do here is surrender. And once you do that, you will start to see everything for what it actually is and what you need to know. And also the High Priestess here is all of these cards are about spiritual gifts in ways as well. And intuition and things like that. So it just goes to show, again, more patterns in your reading of like, you have spiritual gifts, you have the wisdom, you have the knowledge. Yes, situations come into our lives that knock us off our throne, it feels like, and make us confused. And that means that they're doing exactly what they need to be doing. They are showing you something within yourself. And that's when you get that different perspective too. The Hanged Man, I'm also feeling like it could represent certain sacrifices that you have to make. And the High Priestess, you know, if you're somebody, whether you resonate as a feminine energy, masculine, or non-binary, if you resonate, you know, with the High Priestess card, like if that's something, a card like the tarot card that you align with, it's nice to have, you know, these gifts, right? And it's nice to have this spiritual knowledge, but not a lot of people realize that it can be a lonely journey of sacrifice. Because when you have wisdom, you see things for what they are, and you see things for the truth of it, and you try to see past your own wounds, which is like this energy. You try to see past your own wounds and past the illusions. It's like breaking free of illusions that other people are kind of stuck in other programming. So it can feel very lonely because you're seeing it differently, and yours is your truth, right? And that's yours to have. But at the same time, you kind of feel sometimes that you want to relate to other people, or you kind of want to go back into the illusion, or go back to being naive, or go back to being ignorant. And that's just something that you can't do. And so accepting where you're at on your journey right now, and accepting where you're at on your path, is going to bring you a tremendous amount of inner peace. And you're not going to feel stuck like this forever. You are aligned, and you are going where you need to go. It feels like you're working through a tremendous amount of wounds here with the Ten of Swords, maybe even potentially things that you didn't see or weren't avoiding. The Three of Swords in reverse comes through as a healing energy. I just want you to see the image of this up here, and it's Libra and Saturn for the Three of Swords. It does come through as a healing energy, and it does feel like, look at this person is looking at their heart, and they're acknowledging this pain too. So Spirit's also saying the best thing and the fastest way to get through it is to acknowledge it, to not run from it, to accept it, accept yourself, and allow yourself to feel. You know, even if you feel like you shouldn't feel that way because it was just this, or I shouldn't feel that way because they were not worth it, or it was insignificant, and all those are kind of just excuses to invalidate our own feelings. Okay, so sit with yourself in those depths, because you are transforming. I love that there's a fire here as well too, because that makes me think of like the phoenix and stuff, and it's not an easy thing to do, so commend yourself as well. I feel like you're a very passionate person, and I feel like you love very deeply, and I feel like there's this message here of like, when will someone come and match my depth? When will someone come and give me what I need? Because I'm so used to sacrificing myself and stuff for other people, and I'm always there for other people when they're going through it. But it feels like for some reason you're like, when it comes to me, there's no one out there that can meet me, you know, where I need to be met. And Spirit's saying that there's a reason for that as well. There's a reason for that, because these are these wounds where you at one point in time have abandoned yourself for other people. And so just sitting with yourself and in this energy is all you really need to do. That is how you nurture your shadows. You just say, I understand that these feelings are real, and I'm going to sit here with you during them. We don't even have to talk about it. You know, we don't have to overthink it. You just have to sit there with it and just give it some attention. And that within itself is tremendously healing and powerful, and you're working through it, okay? And to answer those questions, there will be, okay? There will be, and it's not like this forever, but that longing and that feeling, there's a key there. There's a key there to this lesson and to this healing, and it starts from within and your own self journey. And like I said, the journey of the priestess is usually the lonely one, but it is the one that is the most fulfilling, and it is full of sacrifices, but they're not going to go unseen, and you're not going to be in this energy forever, okay? You will change. There will be different paths. You will meet other people. You get what I'm saying? But this, where you're at right now, it does serve its own purpose. So sit with yourself and love yourself in this energy too, just like you would when you have everything that you want, right? When you have that relationship or the money or everything like that, and you're proud of yourself and you want to sit there, right? But this is just as important. You know, yourself needs you here too. Okay, I love you. You got this. You're doing a great job. You're healing tremendously, and you're worthy of so many great things, and all the love that you've been wanting that other people have not been able to give you, or all of the things that we were saying earlier. You deserve those things. You 100% do. And you don't need to wait for the outside or the outer world to validate that for you, okay? You can validate that right now. Right now. So yeah, I knew that even the energy that I was channeling for that person, it got deep, guys. But you know what? I love going deep. I was gonna make a sexual joke out of that, but now's not the time. It's not time. Read the room. But thank you for being here. I'm gonna leave that reading here. Thank you so much for staying. Thank you so much for doing what you do, and even just being here on this earth, you know, is enough. It's not easy, trust me. No one gets out alive, first of all, and no one gets through their own life without some sort of suffering or loss or pain and all of that too. And Spirit is coming through with a very specific message right now to say that your childhood has been, for some of you, your childhood experiences were not the easiest to go through, but Spirit is commending you for breaking patterns and healing from that, because you would be surprised at all the people that avoid. And so you just taking the time to ask the questions about yourself, to go within, to feel the feelings, because that's really where it all begins and stems from, right? It's just going through that and feeling the feelings is extreme bravery, and you should be really proud of yourself. Even if you feel like you're not where you want to be, that's all, doesn't matter. Like, you should be very proud of yourself. Spirit loves you so much and is extremely proud of you and the person that you've become and are becoming, because you are somebody who goes the distance, and you are somebody who is going to develop more and more and reach where, you know, most people are afraid to go. And I think that that's really cool. And I think that you're really cool for that. And so, yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that that's awesome. Yeah. And that's how you become the Hierophant too. Like, you don't just get to sit in the Hierophant throne because you say, "Oh, I've read books and I've studied this and I've learned the mysteries of the universe through, you know, hidden knowledge and the Kabbalion and all of these things," which all those things are really cool too. But what I'm trying to say is that you got here and you are becoming here through your own experience. Like, you are somebody who has walked through the fire, and you're like, no, I've been there. And that is the true key to understanding, is to go through. You know, we can relate to people, right? Or someone can explain an experience and we can go, "Oh man, that sucks," or "Oh dang, I feel that." But if you've actually gone through it, you understand on a certain level. So your healing, I feel like, is actually, for some of you, is tied to your purpose in this life. If you feel like that resonates for you, you know. So, okay, I gotta go, guys. But thank you so much for being here. I gotta go before it's gonna cut me off. Thank you so much for being here, and I love you guys. And thank you to those who subscribe, comment, share, just support the channel in any way. It means a lot to me, and I'm truly grateful for every single one of you. Even if you're just a silent watcher, you know, thank you as well. Just don't forget to, you know, give a little like. That's really easy, and it helps me. So thank you, and I hope to see you guys in the next reading. So hopefully I'll see you there. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. If the tarot deck that you chose was the Uncommon Tarot, or if the crystal that you chose was this Cherry Blossom Agate Tower, you found the right place. So welcome to your reading. Today we are asking about the person on your mind's current thoughts, feelings towards you, towards the connection. What do you need to know about it? What's going on? All of that good stuff here, okay? So feel free to set your own intention at the beginning of this reading if you would like. You can ask in your head, or you can say out loud for clarity. You can say their specific name, just focus on the question that you would like to know, or the question just being, how do they feel? Asking for clarity in regards to their feelings, if that's something that you would like to do. I am going to set an intention for us anyway, so no worries. It's just something to kind of strengthen it on your end, but it's not 100% necessary. Another thing too is that this reading is probably going to be a bit in depth, so if you do not have time to watch the whole thing or to finish it, you can more than welcome to save the video for later. Wow, I don't know what that was. Save the video for later and come back to it whenever you need to, okay? So let's begin. Spirit, if you could please tune me into my Pile 3's collective energy. If you can please show me in Pile 3 with the most clarity how this person on their mind is currently feeling about them. What are their current thoughts, feelings in regards to them and the situation, the connection? Please and thank you, Spirit. May this reading offer Pile 3 the clarity that they are seeking. Okay, so first things first, I kind of just want to get a little bit of their overall energy towards you, just to get a little insight, and then we're going to hop into their feelings. So what is their overall energy towards Pile 3 right now? What is their overall energy towards Pile 3? We have the Three of Swords. Wow. There's their overall energy towards Pile 3. We have the King of Wands. There you go. There's their overall energy towards Pile 3. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We also have the Three of Wands and the Two of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. It feels like with the Three of Swords, I'm sorry, this person is going through some sort of healing. They could be a little bit hurt or triggered by this situation for whatever reason. This could also come in the form of some sort of blockages in this connection too, but it kind of feels like there's something going on that this person is facing internally. Like I'm getting triggered a little bit with the King of Wands here as well too. I do think that this person has a sense of drive for this situation, a sense of passion here, and it kind of feels like the King almost being a sense of controlling it. The Kings are usually the masters, right? So where the Knight of Wands can kind of be tricky, where like you kind of just go wherever you feel pulled towards, depending on, you know, the situation and the person. But the King is like, okay, I've mastered this passion, I've mastered this energy, and now I can choose how I want to direct it. And so they could be in the energy of like, I'm almost getting maybe a little bit of withholding with this. Of like, maybe it's not time, maybe I don't just jump on this situation right now, like maybe I should think about it. And with the Seven of Pentacles, there's definitely an energy of incompletion here. What do I do? Contemplation. Do I direct this energy towards this? Do I not? I think that they're kind of in an energy of deciding with this. And the Seven of Pentacles can be a little bit of their own inner doubts about you and about the situation, or maybe even about how you feel about them, is what I'm seeing here, because it can come as an energy of uncertainty, right? You've reached a certain level, or you've done, you know, you've talked to them enough, or you've gotten to know them, or whatever it is, like however long your situation or your connection had lasted or is going. And then you kind of reach a certain point here with the Seven of Pentacles of like, well, do I keep nurturing this? Do I keep putting effort towards this? Do they want me to keep putting effort towards this? Do I not? Do I back off? But the thing here, that the reason why I put this to the side, and it's the doubts and the uncertainty that may be triggering this person with the Three of Swords, because with the Three of Wands, they envision here, there's like something here about taking the next steps with the connection here with you. They see you as somebody who is relationship material, or they feel a connection with you with the Two of Cups. Like they could want a connection here, a relationship, right? With the Two of Cups. We also have multiple lions here too, which could represent Leo energy or strength. But that's something that's interesting. And the Three of Wands can also indicate that maybe it seems that it's at a little bit of a distance. Like, right, it kind of feels like it's a little out of reach. You're out of reach right now from this person, whether that's physical distance, emotional distance. But also the Three of Wands is telling me too that this person does have their eyes set out on you, and they may be either wanting to take some action towards this to reach this, or they may be wanting to attract it. Like they may be wanting like a sign or something to come in as well. And for some of you, this could be both with this Three of Wands here too. But they are kind of feeling uncertain. There's a level of doubt and uncertainty with the Seven of Pentacles that I think makes this person feel a bit insecure about the state of your relationship at this time. And that could be the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords could also indicate too that maybe you and this person are in a separation, and that they are feeling it, like they are hurt about it too. Okay, so let's see how they're feeling. That was the overall energy towards you. Now I want to see how they're feeling about you. And I heard that King of Wands too is about them like directing that energy and feeling like they need to make some moves here as well. So how do they feel right now about my pile 3, Spirit? What is this person's current thoughts, feelings towards them? We have the Knight of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the World card coming up here. What are their current thoughts and feelings towards? We have the Ten of Cups, clarifying the Knight of Swords. We have the Five of Pentacles, clarifying the Two of Swords. We have the Two of Cups coming out again, clarifying the World. We have the King of Swords, wow. Clarifying the Ten of Cups. We have the Three of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Wands. So we're going to pull some oracle cards after this as well to see a little bit deeper. But you know what's so funny is that we were just talking about this person like feeling like they should do something or take the next steps. The Knight of Swords is an energy of like movement. It's an energy of turning our thoughts and our ideas into actions, right? So how they're thinking, how they're feeling, this could be them like wanting to send you a message, wanting to have a conversation, wanting to address certain things with you. But if they're not quite doing that, that is because there is this energy of insecurity here coming through. There's almost like an energy of like rejection or feeling like unseen. Like you almost, for some of you could have this person blocked, or you could just not be talking, or maybe there could have been something that had transpired, or maybe lack of something that had transpired, to where it feels like if they reach out, they may get rejected, is how they kind of feel. And that could also just be something that's like they're in their own head, or there could be a specific reason. Because it is a general reading, I want you to take what resonates for you specifically. Don't make anything else fit that doesn't either. And another thing too is that they may feel like it's just they have been triggered by this situation to where they kind of feel a little less than. They don't feel like their normal, confident self when it comes to this situation. And so they have thoughts, they have ideas, and they have something here with the Knight of Swords they would like to address. It kind of just feels like their own issues are stopping them. Maybe for some of you do have them blocked. Or they feel like it would be, like I said, rejected, pointless. I'm repeating myself now because I'm trying to get different insights. And so when the same messages kind of come up, it's like, okay, I get it now. So on to the next one. We have the Two of Swords and the Two of Cups. They've been thinking about this and this connection. I wouldn't be surprised if they haven't been making any specific moves, because the Two of Swords is, I'm confused about this relationship. I'm confused about this connection. Are we meant to be? Does this person want me? I can feel a connection with the Two of Cups. I can feel like this person is relationship material, and I feel like it could work out or could have worked out. But now I just don't really know. Now I don't know what to do with this Two of Swords energy. They may be still thinking and still trying to decide, or they could just feel a little stuck too with the Two of Cups and the Two of Swords. And you know what's interesting as well is with the King of Swords and the World, it kind of feels like if this person and you like are at a distance, or there was some space, it kind of feels like they've gotten a different perspective. Like they have been trying to look at this situation through a different lens. Like they've been trying to see it differently, if that makes sense. Like the World almost gives me like this zoomed out type of energy, to where it's like, okay, I can take a step back, or now that there's some distance, I can see this and I can analyze it differently than when it was face to face, or when it was whether you guys were together, or like maybe they just needed some sort of like emotional distance. Because the King of Swords as well is somebody who's very analytical, but they're not necessarily like emotional when it comes to this. And so maybe this person did want to look at it more from that angle. And the King of Swords again is about truth. It's about making the right decisions here as well. It's the master of the mind. So finding out what's real, finding out what's not, deciding what you should do. And in the World here being about expansion, I think that they've gotten, it feels like they've gotten a different perspective here about you. They're seeing you a little bit differently and seeing the situation a little bit differently. And it could also be, since this is after it, the Ten of Cups and the Three of Pentacles is kind of like what they're seeing it differently as. Like maybe they're like, wow, like this could be a very fulfilling situation. The Three of Pentacles being the collaborative energy of things working really well. They're like, wow, maybe I should have maybe I should appreciate this situation more, because it has great potential with the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is like full fulfillment and happiness. And even you can see that there's two people on this card as well too. So that could be like their idea of a fulfilling relationship is something that they're seeking here with you, because they do think that you and them connect really well or work really well together with the Three of Pentacles here. And this is about working towards that here too. And so I do think that, this person has gotten a different perspective, and it's also, it does seem to be in a positive light about you, but there's a sense of uncertainty and insecurity stemming from this person about maybe truly addressing it or truly acting on it. And so they could be still not sure like what to do with you and what to do with the situation specifically. The King of Swords can also be coming through to say like, is this all in my head? Like, am I being delusional? And they can also come as them sometimes seeming a little bit detached as well, like with that World and the King of Swords. Like they may have needed some time to kind of detach and see it differently here too. Let's get some oracle cards. And I want to, we'll see it what the oracle cards say, but I kind of want to see what that different perspective is, like with the tarot too. But let's see, Spirit, what can you tell me about how this person feels towards my pile 3. What are their current thoughts and feelings? We have change. We also have move on. And forgive. Bottom of the deck, we have grieve, and as I cut it, we also have connect. And we have fire underneath there too. Yeah, it kind of makes me think too that like, if nothing, that they're literally like, if nothing is going to change in this positive direction, whether that's them, the connection, or the situation, they may feel like right now they don't have any choice but to move on. They may be seeking forgiveness or want to forgive the situation, but like if they're like wondering if you can forgive them or if they should just move on. And that could be that Two of Swords energy here as well, that kind of confusion with this relationship. What do I move on? Do I not? Do I stay? Is it going to change? Is it going to get better? Is the change me moving on? Like, it kind of feels like there's all of these different things and wondering. And so if this person has done something, or you have done something that requires forgiveness, I think that there's a want for that. Yeah. What is this different perspective, Spirit? That they've seen. The Ace of Pentacles. That feels like, yeah, like maybe wondering if there's going to be a new opportunity. It could also feel like for some of you a missed opportunity as well. We have the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. This is interesting. That makes sense, because I heard earlier too where they were just like, I don't know what to do with you, pile 3. Like, they're like, I don't know. What do I do? Do I move on? Is there something that's going to happen? What is this forgiveness, Spirit? What does this person have to forgive? Or do they want pile 3 to forgive them? The Nine of Wands. Yeah, if you can move past any obstacles or anything. Like, the Nine of Wands is a resilient energy, so it's like whatever had happened, if you guys can keep moving through this, keep going, moving towards this, you know, relationship or this connection, if that's possible, if forgiveness can happen and you can continue on, or is it move on? And it does feel like they're kind of in between here. We also have Alchemist now, the Alchemist at the bottom of this deck. Okay, let's get some channeled messages, see if we can get any specific thoughts and feelings towards you. So, what are their feelings, Spirit, for pile 3, their thoughts and feelings? For pile 3 here, please, and thank you, Spirit. And we have I'm coming back to you. Wow. For some of you, the moving on is like, this person feels like they potentially can't move on, and that could be something that they just really don't want to do as well. So with this, I'm coming back to you. Either way, it feels like with this change too, and I'm seeing the Three of Swords, and that we saw in their overall energy, they don't want to stay like this. And it feels like they're being pushed for some sort of movement, you know, regardless of what that is, because they don't like the way that they're feeling like this right now about the situation. That one almost came out. The one that almost came out was, will you marry me? We have, darling, you are perfect. This one was going to pop out too. You've ruined me by exposing me to a heaven with you. So we have, I'm hiding a secret from you, but this one is the positive one. So there's two of these cards, and one of them says positive and one of them says negative. So this makes me think that the things that they're hiding are that 10 of Cups, like 3 of Pentacles, like positive feelings that they've been, or positive outlook, or things that they've been feeling about this situation, I guess I should say as well. What are some feelings and thoughts? Okay, so we have your silence is the loudest sound of all, which is definitely that if, yeah, that Knight of Swords and that 5 of Pentacles, if you are not talking to this person, or like if you were the one that said, or if you were the one that kind of cut communication, if that is the case for you, they are definitely feeling it. And even if it doesn't even matter who did it, like they're definitely feeling this silence. This kind of feels like too, for those of you that are standing your ground as well, and are not going to obviously chase this person, that's having an effect as well too. And we have caress me with your heart. And then this one that fell over here, it says, I am or I was unfaithful to you. This person could have been dealing with other people, or had or have other connections as well. And that could be something along the lines of that forgiveness. I am going to leave that up to you. Remember, it is a general reading too. So if this is something that is news to you, like if that would have completely blindsided you and you would have been like, what? You know, or if you knew that was going on or had happened, you know, then it's for you. If you felt like this person was faithful to you, or you get what I'm saying, right? Like this isn't meant to hurt you or to tell you anything that you don't already know. So just keep that in mind. But if that is tied into the forgiveness, then it's kind of like also maybe this person accepting their actions. And also they may feel at times with, I was going to say the 3 of Cups. Did the 3 of Cups come out for you? I don't think so. But it kind of feels like with this energy too, there's some regrets in this of like, even if they're like currently seeking other connections and other people, it kind of feels like their heart is with you. And so that kind of feels like at the same time too, that's still kind of deceiving in a way, even though technically if you're not in a relationship, right, that's you could do whatever you want. But like if they're emotionally like connected towards you, it does still feel like wrong in the sense to seek other people. What are some thoughts and feelings towards pile 3, Spirit? Tell me how you feel about me. I want to marry you one day, which is funny because the one that was going to come out was, I think you said, will you marry me? And I think that that's that energy of you guys coming together and having that future. They could definitely think about that when they're thinking about you, like that's something that they can see with you. Any other thoughts and feelings from this deck? You are my soulmate. I almost wanted to say you are my sunshine. And I wanted to sing that song. You are my sunshine. Uh-oh, I've caught feelings. And I hope you're doing well. I ask about you. Oh, look, bottom of the deck, we have, can you forgive me? I never meant to hurt you. So we have that coming twice. Interesting. So that is this portion of the reading. Don't really feel like I have anything else to say. I think the cards pretty much do the talking in this sense. There's future thinking, there's wanting of some sort of forgiveness. And I feel like this I've caught feelings is that there's recognition of the way that they're feeling right now, which could have been why they needed that space and to have like realizations here too. Like they've like expanded their perception with that World and the King of Swords. Very interesting, guys. All right, so we're going to move to your advice portion. Spirit, what advice do we have here for pile 3 in regards to this situation or in their life in general? What do they need to hear? We have the Lovers. What do they need to hear? Okay. We will choose some cards then. We have the Fool. And we have the Queen of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. You know what's interesting is that this could be for this connection, but I'm also feeling like you have a lot of soulmates in this life for some of you. That may be very bold to say, but I also feel like most of us do. And the message when the Lovers came out that I was getting is soulmates come in all different shapes and sizes, right? It's not always that perfect relationship. You know, it's not always easy, and it's not always sometimes things that are meant to last forever. Like, things happen, but just know that you're always aligned, and the more you're always aligned to things, and you're always manifesting things. And so it just I don't know why, to me it sounds like I'm kind of, I don't know, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it's, you have lots of other people that would be happy to be with you too if it doesn't work out with this person. That may be not what you want to hear, or maybe you do, you know. But there's like, it's just when you decide what's better for you, the universe aligns and will bring better for you. Like, you don't have to worry about running out. You don't have to worry about fears of never experiencing again. And I'm not trying to belittle this connection, or I'm not trying to invalidate your feelings for them, because that can sound like, when you say it right, it kind of sounds like, oh, okay, so just, I'm not going to care anymore, and I'm going to, you know, just wait for someone else to come in, pop into my life. That's not what I'm saying whatsoever. But it's more of a sense of knowing. It's more of a sense of knowing that whatever you decide, your decisions align. You know, you create a path, and everything starts to come together based off of your decision. If you decide you want better, if you decide you want different, if you decide you want the same, there is no right or wrong decision. Sometimes we get caught up on like making the right or wrong choice. There's just the choice that you make, and the universe sets up everything else that comes with it, okay? So don't be afraid to choose whatever it is that you feel in your heart is best for you, okay? Even if it feels risky, even if it feels new and uncertain, there will always be that unknown, but there will always be new energy too. Like, endings are new beginnings. You get where I'm kind of going with this, right? Like, it's really up to you. And so the Queen of Swords is somebody who is very perceptive, right? Very smart. And she sees all sides to different situations. And I think that this is saying that you can trust your judgment here. And you are more than capable of deciding whatever is best for you, and you're supported in whatever that is. Go easy on yourself when it comes to these types of things, because whatever it is, like, you could feel like you could make the worst decision in the entire universe, and spirit will still back you up and cheer you on and still love you, okay? So you don't have to put too much pressure on yourself on like what it's gonna be, what it should be, even what it will be. It's more or less of just like, what do you want? Do you want something better? Do you not? Do you want to focus on yourself? Like, I feel like there's just so many different things I could say here for you. Like, it's just anything. And I feel like spirit really wants you to trust in yourself and trust that you're guided and you're supported. And yeah. It kind of feels like it's just this energy that it kind of feels like sometimes you underestimate your creator abilities. Like, it's your decisions that pave the way for you. And you do collaborate with the universe, yes, but like you start the fire, you light it, and it continues. And if you want to focus on yourself and your healing journey, you can do that. And trust me that aligned things will come to you as well. If you want to focus, maybe if you would like to try it again with this person, but maybe you feel like you have some shame around deciding that, release the inner shame. Do whatever it is that you feel is best for you, as long as you truly feel that it is best for you. Period. I want to get one for the lovers too. Any other messages in regards to this lovers? Oh, the oracle? Okay. The Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, sometimes we don't know. Like, uncertainty is a part of life. And sometimes we have to go and trust. We have to go full forth. We have to decide, and we go down that path and we see. We don't have all the answers. We don't know everything all the time, and that's okay. And that's okay. It's part of the experience. Okay, let's get one of these cards for you. Movement and freedom. Yeah. This movement card is kind of like the Eight of Wands. But again, this just reminds me of like if you just decide, we have communication here too. Bottom of the deck, we have healing. If you just decide what direction you want to go, it will move in that direction. The communication could be communication with this person, if that's where you feel like you want, or if that's where you feel drawn to. Or I'm also getting a message too of communicating with yourself, communicating with your inner self. Sometimes we need to block out the noise. Sometimes we need to block out opinions, other people's feelings, and sometimes we need to sit with ourselves for a little bit and decide what we want. And I think that you're always in communication with your higher self, and you're always in communication with your guides and spirit. So communicate with them as well. And just know that whatever direction you decide, the movement will go, okay? You're doing a great job. Which is funny too, because we have the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and I was kind of just feeling like that energy to tell you to allow yourself to rest your mind and ease into this, and that's when you'll get the clarity, and that's when you'll get the answers too. But don't be afraid of never experiencing again. Don't be afraid of running out of options or running out of people or anything like that. Like, there probably will be periods in your life where, you know, you have to be on your own for a little bit, and you understand, you've been there, you know, that's okay too. But trust that, you know, all the things that are aligned for you, that are meant for you, will come. I know doubts are something that is natural. Us humans, you know, we're constantly doubting ourselves, other people, opinions, choices, things like that. But just try to stay and stick to what you feel in your heart is best for you. And Spirit says we got the rest. Like, with this full energy, like, you can be free. You can start fresh. You can go that direction. You can start over. You can do whatever you feel you want to do. Like, we got you too. You are supported. And you're smart enough and wise enough to make your own choices and for everything to work out. And I like that. I really like this message for you. I'm not going to lie. For some of you, you may already know this. Like, well, I mean, I'm sure actually, I'm gonna rewind. You already do know this. But the doubts and the uncertainties of life are things that make us question. Sometimes it's even time too. Like sometimes we can get a little impatient. Like we want to know now, we want it now. And that's natural too. And just, it's all a process, okay? But Spirit really wants you to free yourself from anything too. So whatever feels the most freeing to you, go that way. Or do whatever you want. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. I want freedom for you too, though. And you have the freedom, and also the thing is, you have the freedom to decide too. Of course, you can't make other people decide, or you can't make other people see, but you have the choice to decide what's best for you at any given moment. You can change at any given moment. You can wake up tomorrow and decide that you want to be a completely different person. You can wake up the next day and decide, hey, I don't want to keep doing that. I want to do this today. Or I don't want to keep feeling that way. I want to focus on this today. And that's why Spirit's reminding you of your power and your choices. And also Spirit wants you to know that everything's going to be okay. Okay, that's it. Bye. No, I'm just kidding. But I did want to throw that in at the end. And I am going to leave this reading here, though. So thank you very much for being here. Thank you to those who listen, to watch, who like the videos, who are subscribed, who comment and share your support and all of those beautiful things. Just know I appreciate you guys so much, every single one of you. And I'm really grateful. So I can't wait to see you guys in the next reading. Hopefully I will see you guys there. Bye.